Hello. Today is Friday, February 9th, 2024. This is a sideshow. I'm Theodore Parker. February 2024, Black History Month. The weather in this area of Kentucky today, the high will be 62 degrees, mostly cloudy, highs in the low 60s and lows in the 50s. Rain possible this afternoon. I think it shifted from evening to afternoon. Sunrise at 7:34 a.m. Sunset at 6:09 p.m. The wind today will be around 12 miles per hour, and the AQI is good at 35. Winter storm warning for 9 states as up to 24 inches of snow forecast. Super Bowl weekend, NBA All-Star weekend. Get your sports on. So, if you're watching the sideshow on Facebook and Instagram, don't forget to like, comment, and share. Talk about it on WhatsApp. If you're watching the sideshow on YouTube, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And of course, the sideshow coffee cup, black 11-ounce ceramic, good for all beverages, hot and cold, dishwasher safe, with the sideshow logo on it. Buy from me for $17 plus shipping and handling. Pay me through Cash App. $TR Parker 1. And since it is Black History Month, I will add this point to it. Of course, I feel good, warm, and fuzzy, so to speak, when a black person buys the cup. But at the same time, it does not mean a white person can't buy the cup. So there you have that. $TR Parker 1, Cash App. Black History Month, as I said, plus it's a leap year, which gives us an extra day in February. Not 28, but 29. I was thinking, especially since this opportunity presents itself every year, once a year, to celebrate and remember Black history. All of us in this country can shop at a supermarket. When you talk about POC, people of color, there still is a way where you can buy food, in this particular instance and topic of conversation, ethnically. Asians can go to the Asian market, Latinos can go to the Latino market, Mexicans the Mexican market, not to differentiate. And even some parts of Africa who have Africans living in this country can go to an Ethiopian restaurant or to some island type restaurant or something of this nature to buy specifically things that they are used to having culturally and in their homes. But all of us are able to shop at the supermarket. So just a thought, and put it out there. No shame in the game, as they say. So I had a couple of things I wanted to bring forth here, share with you stories. I'm trying to work through this list. I keep seeing good stuff that works well. But one thing we can't ignore is crime. So, Lexington is no exception. And it just so happens that what we hear locally, Lexington, February '08 Weekly Crime Report, 74 incidents and 26 crime stories. Because I was thinking, a lot of this stuff might be fentanyl related, and drug related and things of this nature. But anyway, here it goes. During the last week, Lexington reported a total of 74 crime cases, with the most common crime being assault, accounting for 21 of the cases. Theft and vandalism were the next most common crimes, with 17 and 14 cases respectively. Other types of crimes accounted for 12 cases, while burglary was reported 6 times. Arrests and shootings were the least reported crimes, each with only 2 cases. These statistics reflect a concerning level of criminal activity in the place, particularly in relation to violent crimes such as assault and shootings. The high number of theft and vandalism cases also suggest a need for increased security measures and vigilance among residents. Despite the relatively low number of arrests, it's crucial that law enforcement continues to work diligently to bring these figures down and ensure the safety of the community. And this is said, since, as I say, the resident of Kentucky. And whether you are aware of it or not, Kentucky has 120 counties. I think in the United States, no other state has as many counties other than maybe California. 120. So now you have the crime report for Lexington, Kentucky. The next thing that I wanted to share with you was there was an article I ran across. Michael Jordan's daughter sends a message to God. FadeAwayWorld.net. Don't let me believe Satan's lies that what I do doesn't matter. So here we go. Jasmine Jordan, the daughter of basketball legend Michael Jordan, recently took to Instagram to share a powerful message about gratitude and faith. In her post, she expressed gratitude for the blessings in her life and shared a prayer to God, asking for strength and guidance. Sometimes we forget how blessed we are. My hot water works. I have groceries to eat. I can still afford eggs. And I have clean sheets on my bed. I have family and friends that love me. And I woke up today in my right mind. If that's not blessed, I don't know what is. In her first post, Jasmine reflected on the many blessings she has, acknowledging the simple yet essential things that often go unnoticed. From having hot water and groceries to the love of family and friends, she recognized the abundance of blessings in her life, emphasizing the importance of gratitude and perspective. God, don't let me believe Satan's lies that what I do doesn't matter. I know you see my love and kindness. I don't live for the world's applause, but for yours. Help me not give up doing good even when I feel unseen and unappreciated. In Jesus' name, amen. In the second post, Jasmine's message shifted to a prayer directed to God. She expressed her desire not to be swayed by the lies of Satan, which may lead her to believe that her actions and efforts are insignificant. Instead, she affirmed her commitment to living a life guided by love, kindness, and faith. She acknowledged that her ultimate purpose is to please God rather than seeking validation from the world. Jasmine's prayer resonates with many who may struggle with feelings of doubt, insecurity, or insignificance. By acknowledging God's presence in her life and seeking his guidance, she demonstrates a deep sense of faith and reliance on divine wisdom. Her prayer serves as a reminder to trust in God's plan and to continue doing good even in the face of adversity and challenges. Overall, Jasmine Jordan's messages on Instagram serve as a testament to the power of gratitude, faith, and resilience. Her words inspire others to appreciate the blessings in their lives and to remain steadfast in their beliefs, even in the midst of uncertainty or doubt. So it doesn't include such personal facts like her age and things of that nature, but content. Don't let me believe Satan's lies that what I do doesn't matter. Michael Jordan's daughter, Jasmine Jordan. So now, a few things that are recognized coming from the Black community. The first one is from the CDC in reference to the Tuskegee syphilis experiment. And this is from Essence Magazine. The CDC Foundation launches scholarship fund to financially support the descendants of Black men affected by the Tuskegee syphilis experiment. As follows. It is one of the most devastating and inhuman events in recent American history, and Black communities are still feeling the effects of it today. The "it" in question refers to the Tuskegee study of untreated syphilis in the Negro male, now dubbed as the USPHS Untreated Syphilis Study at Tuskegee, a study that used 600 Black men in Alabama, 399 with the highly contagious syphilis, and 201 without it as guinea pigs to track damage of the disease. The participants were told they were receiving treatment for bad blood, and in exchange for their time, they'd get medical care along with meals, transportation to the appointments, and burial insurance. Poor sharecroppers and mostly illiterate, the men thought they had struck gold. Ten years later, penicillin was found to be a suitable treatment for syphilis. None of the men received it. Disease was spread to their families and wider community. Instead, they got placebos like aspirin. Subsequently, over the course of the years-long study, dozens of men suffered from serious symptoms that worsened through time, like blindness and mental decline. Others died. Generations later, the stain of the deceptive study remains seen in the way medical mistrust among the Black community plays out today. For instance, widespread COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy swept the group at the pandemic. Understandably, research showed that the Tuskegee study played a large role in the way Black people cautiously regard the medical system, ultimately leading to undesirable health outcomes due to more infrequent physicians' visits. History. Most of these studies, articles have been black women stepping forward as business people successfully. This one, black men. America's first black owned, nationally distributed coffee brand is leveraging growth for community impact. Black Star News. The founders of BLK, I'm just going to say Black and Bold, Pernell Caesar and Rod Johnson, have a unique approach to entrepreneurship. They have created a highly profitable coffee and tea company that doubles as a social enterprise. The first black-owned, nationally distributed coffee brand, Black and Bold, is available in more than 11,000 retail stores and is one of the fastest growing companies in America. But Caesar and Johnson are selling more than people's favorite beverages. They're looking to support causes that bring people together too. Real change comes when common people can unite over common things to make uncommon progress. Our focus is to normalize how everyday people contribute to the benefit of their communities via connecting common purchases back to relevant impact. Johnson explained the role Black and Bold is playing in the community. Caesar and Johnson had the appropriate background to start and scale an enterprise. Caesar started his career in retail merchandising and became interested in influencing and building brands at scale. As Senior Director of Sales for Sundial Brands, he was responsible for national retail account sales and business development, the brand's launch at Ulta, and developing and managing the sales partnership with retailers. On the other hand, Johnson has decades of experience as a professional fundraiser for academic and health care institutions across America. The two childhood friends started Black and Bold from Caesar's garage in 2018 with a small tabletop roaster. They bootstrapped the company with $22,000 in bonus checks from their former jobs. Caesar and Johnson experimented with their product, grew the product range, eventually acquired a larger roaster, and moved to larger premises. Their hard work paid off, with revenues growing to $8.5 million within 2 years. To grow their business, the duo participated in the Iowa Economic Development Authority's Targeted Small Businesses program and received a microloan from the Iowa Center for Economic Success. These programs enabled the company access additional early-stage capital and help finance its first commercial roasters. From being a solely online business, Black and Bold was able to expand its retail presence with increased manufacturing and distribution. We built this business to be an example for others that you can prioritize purpose as well as profit. It gives them something to latch on to during these trying times, and through their everyday practices, their daily ritual, so to speak, that is much greater than just that cup of coffee. Rod Johnson said about why they founded Black and Bold. The company experienced unprecedented growth during the pandemic. It became a certified B Corporation and the first Black-owned, nationally distributed coffee brand. Between 2019 and 2022, Black and Bold grew by 7,404% and was Iowa's fastest growing private business. This boom in business earned the company highly lucrative partnerships with Marvel, Ben & Jerry's, and the NBA. The NBA deal resulted in 2 new bagged NBA-themed coffees and access to brand development opportunities. Black and Bold products are currently available at regional groceries and more than 11,000 mass retailers such as Target, Whole Foods, Safeway, Maryland, Hy-Vee, and Amazon. The company is the official coffee supplier for Microsoft's headquarters, the NBA's headquarters in New Jersey and New York, and serves several big corporations through food service companies. Its products are also globally available on military bases. The Black and Bold coffee portfolio includes packaged, whole bean, ground, single-serve pods, and ready-to-drink cold brew. The company has fostered strong relationships with the community, its customers, and partners. Coffee Sales has powered its vision of supporting under-resourced youth. The Black and Bold for Our Youth program donates 5% of gross profits to nonprofit organizations facilitating programs that support youth across America. America's first Black-owned, nationally distributed coffee brand is using its platform and initiatives to effect change. So, I don't know if you can really appreciate it, but I can get the angle right. There's the two young men right there holding Black and Bold coffee bags. So it kind of sets the tone, just because I can't do something or don't know how to do something doesn't mean that you can't do it. Switching back to the women, this one is entitled, from Essence again, a Black woman just won the largest media award in the country. Dara, D-A-R-A, T. Mathis is the 2024 recipient of the $100,000 American Mosaic Journalism Prize. Nonfiction writer and journalist Dara T. Mathis is the 2024 recipient of the American Mosaic Journalism Prize, created by the Hessing Simmons Foundation with a $100,000 award. It is the largest national media award in the country. Per the website, the prize has been awarded for excellence in long form, narrative, or deep reporting on stories about underrepresented and or misrepresented groups in the present American landscape. In an unusual twist, awardees did not even know they were being considered. More than 150 journalism leaders around the country submit confidential nominations, and a panel of judges then determines the recipients. Mathis confirmed this fact, telling Essence, "I was shocked. I didn't see it coming at all. The entire process is a surprise, and when I got the email from the director, I went into it almost like an interview." Throughout her career, Mathis has consistently delivered powerful coverage of Black freedom and liberation movements, identity, parenthood, and linkages to Black memory. But she mostly loves to tell a good story. So that's another one for you. We know we just had the Grammys, and I guess some people were surprised and some people were not as surprised, but the name that came bouncing up is contained in this article. 34-year-old singer was told it was too early in her career to be ambitious. 5 months later, she won 3 Grammys. Earlier this week, Victoria Monet lived out the dream of anyone who's been denied a promotion or otherwise struggled to make a professional breakthrough. The 34-year-old R&B singer followed up a series of frustrating career setbacks with one of the most successful nights of her life, taking home 3 Grammy Awards on February 4th. She won Best New Artist, Best R&B Album, and Best Non-Classical Engineered Album for her debut record, Jaguar 2. Victoria Monet. Heading into the weekend, looking forward to next week. On February 14th, a movie will be in theaters called Bob Marley, One Love. The name is familiar to almost everybody, like a household item, even if you don't have all the details right at your fingertips, so to speak, mentally. So this picture is set to be released on Valentine's Day. Critics have seen Bob Marley, One Love, and they're all saying the same thing about the biopic. There's one name that comes to mind first when you think of reggae music, Jamaica, and Rastafarianism, and that's Bob Marley. This Valentine's Day, we're finally going to see his story come to life in the upcoming biopic, Bob Marley, One Love. Directed by Ronaldo Marcus Green in his first project since King Richard, starring Will Smith. Critics have had the opportunity to screen the film ahead of its release, and while they've got plenty of praise for the lead actors, the movie overall has failed to capture much excitement. In the musical drama, Bob Marley is played by Kingsley Ben-Adir, whose memorable roles include Malcolm X in One Night in Miami, and if you haven't seen that, it is worth seeing. And one of the Kens in Barbie. MCU actress Lashana Lynch plays Bob's wife, Rita Marley. Let's see what the critics are saying about Bob Marley, One Love. Lavia Gerke of THR lauds Kingsley Ben-Adir's portrayal of Bob Marley, but says the film overall fails to soar because it shies away from exploring what is truly meant for the singer to become a peace broker for his country and a beacon of hope for an oppressed people. At least it reintroduces audience to the revolutionary icon, the critic says. So it continues with other comments from other movie critics about it. Mostly is praiseworthy, but they have their own ways of critiquing it. And for my 2 cents, I remember reading reviews on Kevin Hart's The Lift. And one in particular stands out in my mind even now. The person said, well, the headline was like, Netflix #1 movie, streaming, Kevin Hart, The Lift, right? Then it goes right around and says, but if you want to see some other ones, here's a list. I mean, I think the word better ones. Then here's a list of movies. I mean, what's better than #1? If it's streaming #1, that's it. I mean, there's no other, there's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. So you're going to take a #1 movie on Netflix and try to take somebody's attention away from the fact that it's #1 and put their attention on something else. And most of these were movies that came from previous years that may have had a similar theme, but were not the same type of actors or the same actors in it. So I just thought that was like the green-eyed monster raising its head. By that, I mean, you just got jealous that it was so successful. And I did watch it. I enjoyed it. You know, it was nicely paced and all the rest of that kind of stuff. Had enough twists and turns in it, you know, to keep your attention, you know, and it ended well. So, you know, sometimes you just can't account for people. So that's how that went. But anyway, Bob Marley, One Love on Valentine's Day. I'm going to give you one more, and then I'm out. This Black founders snagged $300,000 from Mark Cuban and Michael Rubin for their AI startup, which helps users create bots to secure concert tickets and more. Again, two black men. This company is trying to bring hope to consumers thanks to the help of its bots. Botted founder Maurice Batchelor is behind a platform that allows users to develop their own online bot, regardless of their knowledge in coding, Equifax reports. Batchelor conceived the idea after seeing a friend struggling with completing an online task. He then surfed the internet for a solution, knowing an automated bot would lessen the burden. However, he recognized there was a gap in the market and believed he could create a solution. I saw a big opportunity for consumers to start automating, so I started to build out the proof of concept for Botted, Batchelor told Equivista. I wanted to build an affordable web and mobile application where you could simply tell the system what website you want to automate, and the system would handle the rest. That is how Botted was born. According to the platform's website, beginning at a price point of $9.99 per month, users can create a bot to complete tasks that include booking an appointment, securing dinner reservations, or even locking in tickets to see their favorite artist. Batchelor says the platform's unique tools powered by artificial intelligence also include creating custom automation, timing techniques to ensure they can lead the race against other bots, dibs on canceled reservations, and bypassing CAPTCHA. That's the one that asks you, are you a robot? Users can also select the Pro subscription value at $99 per year, which will allow them to move ahead of the lines for sneaker releases and secure concert tickets in seconds, according to CNBC. We're bringing hope to consumers and businesses here at Botted. We help their business automate complex workflows at an affordable price. Help consumers to win back their missed online reservations and purchases, Batchelor explained per, I'm going to spell this, EQVISTA. In October 2023, Batchelor pitched the platform on Shark Tank alongside founding partner and head of growth Joel Griffin. Batchelor and Griffin were seeking a $150,000 investment in exchange for 10% equity in their business. Guest judge and CEO of Fanatics, Michael Rubin, resonated with Bot's mission. This is a real issue, said Rubin on the episode while offering $50,000 for 15% about it. We have probably billions of dollars of products that bots try to buy from us each year. Bots come to get everything. Ultimately, Mark Cuban would offer $150,000 for 20% equity, CNBC reports. The co-founders suggested a joint deal between Cuban and Rubin. This led the billionaires to reach an agreement of investing $300,000 in exchange for 30% stake in the company. This is the most important day of the Botted life, Batchelor expressed per CNBC. To have both of those sharks on our team right now is going to take us to the next level. Interesting, to say the least. Well, that's it for now. Friday, February 9th, 2024, Black History Month. This is a sideshow. I'm Theodore Parker. That's it. Hashtag.